The mic now. There we go. Sorry about that. So I'm giving a little update. I'm back in Phoenix. It's 81 degrees. It's actually getting nice. Just finished a nice lunch with my pastor, Brian. It kind of filled him in on our travels. And I don't know if people are as interested, but sometimes I want to give back scenes, especially because I want to get back into the flow of things. And so I want to kind of explain about Wednesday. Wednesday is going to be a premiere of a message I did at Safford Southern Baptist Church. Now, that's about 3.5 hours away from us. And if you're not resident to Phoenix, um, you may not know where Mount Graham is. But Mount Graham is 3.5 hours. Now, I'm in the same state. Remember that I spent a great deal of time in New England, and 3.5 hours would put you into New Hampshire or Massachusetts when I was back in New England. But here you could travel 3.5 hours and not even touch the end of the state. And so I was at Safford Southern Baptist, and I'm going to put that message up. One, because their uh, Facebook page is following me and they want the link. But more importantly, I want to explain why I did the message I did. I have done things on Isaiah 53 before, but this is a little different. How does God gain the victory? How does Isaiah 53 teach us about the ways of God? And what's an exciting application of all of this material? And within that material will be a defense that Isaiah 53 actually refers to Messiah, because one of the Jewish objections is that Isaiah 53 does not refer to Messiah, but Israel. And so I'm going ahead and we're going to have a touch of apologetics, some exegetical sermon, not Bible study, but actually sermon, with a really strong sermon ending as far as making some application and some real encouragement for those of us who follow Messiah Jesus, and how Isaiah 53 really forms the ground for all of this. And so, just a little update. I'm going to post this on my Patreon site, but I'm putting it on YouTube. I've got a link up there on Twitter. Same time, it's Wednesday Night Live, but it's going to be a premiere. And we're going to see this together. So I'm really kind of excited about that, and I wanted to give kind of a opportunity. So folks on Patreon can find the news about this. Twitter can find the news about this. This will be up on YouTube. I don't know if it will pull as many things as the actual broadcasts do, but I want to get the word out there that this is a premiere. It's a good message. It's an exciting message. It has apologetics, it has Bible teaching, and it has preaching all together, all in one, courtesy of the First Baptist Church in Sutton, which actually allowed us to come back. Um, okay, I'm. Some folks are giving me news. This is great. I'm so out of touch. Um, and so, yeah, just by way of, all of that. It's good to be back. It's good to do a special show. It's good to premiere. You'll know what I preach like, at least somewhat, and get that up there and get the word out. Um, and I feel like calling Wednesdays now Wednesday Night Live as opposed to Saturday Night Live when I'm not broadcasting. So that's this Wednesday at 7 p.m. Same bat time, same bat station, if you remember that show. And we'll premiere the sermon I did in Safford, Arizona together. I'm seeing some of the gang come out. I'm excited that you came out. You saw I was live. Uh, Come and join Wednesday and hear a little bit more about Isaiah 53. Uh, and for those who run into this and have never been on, please do join. And again, Safford is going to post this link on their website. So maybe, just maybe, in the near future, or maybe even on Wednesday, we'll have a few Safford First Baptist folks who will actually go ahead and join us. And I think I might put a few pictures up. We stayed in a place with an actual pomegranate tree, and we were allowed to harvest pomegranates. So my kids are like excited. We have pomegranates in the house, and I'm excited too. I like pomegranates. And so thanks for the gang that already tuned in. and let's get the word out. And hopefully more folks will see this who could not tune in this afternoon. Not my usual time, my usual channel. And we're getting back in the swing of things. And I'm just looking and thanking folks and seeing who jumped out there. By the way, I know that Sam Shimon is live now. So when you're through with me, you can tune into Sam as far as Islam. I think he's doing something related to the Trinity, which is where we like to cooperate. Also, just by way of news, if you're Arizona-like, the Doctrine on the Block will be happening in February. I think I'll be involved with that. He's someone else likes pomegranates. Great. So if you're in Phoenix, Doctrine on the Block, and if I can get VoGab to tape the workshops, he's asked me to do one, and I think that's going to be okayed. On some similarities I see between Roman Catholicism and Judaism, and why I think those similarities aren't all that wonderful. So that's what I'll be doing in February. I'm in touch with my friend George Saig, and he wants to come out and do mosque evangelism and do something special. So, and someone's telling me when vocab's around, I did get to talk with him recently before I took off for Sutton. So, excellent. Thanks, guys, for tuning in, getting this little update, and we'll get the word out, and we'll get things going again. It is good to be back in Phoenix, and I'm thrilled to have Phoenix start to feel a little bit more like the rest of the country. So I'm going to say some thanks and some greetings here, because some folks found me. I'm amazed you guys found me at this time of day. And okay. Well, that's about it for now. Hey, by the way, thanks for the likes, because this is like really impromptu, and it's not the usual thing, and it's not PowerPointed. By the way, the PowerPoint will be up for the message. So, hey, some news there. Okay. I saw Staten Island. I spent a lot of time in Brooklyn, actually when I was in grad school. Drove through Staten Island, so I know the territory there. Manhattan is one of the best bagel places in the world, Essie's Bagels. But it's near Lexington, near the UN building. So, okay, guys, well, I got to get back to my dissertation, thank you notes, anything I can get done. I'm still kind of a little exhausted from all the traveling. Hey, just a word for our community. I did have some good conversations with my dad. And some of the kids were praying that, we might get to talk about spiritual things a little bit. So that's really cool. All right, Brooklyn. Good for bagels. I'm going to get myself in trouble. Not so good for pizza. I'm Chicago style. No, I'm having some trouble. Someone asked about the camera. I'm having a little trouble with the backlighting because what's starting to happen now in Phoenix is the sun's actually going down. So now the sun is at a slightly different angle. The other thing too is I think the way this is pulling off the camera, I may want to change my settings. So thanks for that. I see what I can do, but I see that I'm a little darker and cloudier. And I think that might do with the fact that I tried to use Get Voke and something else and change my camera settings a little. So we're working on it. Again, update. Wednesday, premiere, Isaiah 53, but from a new angle. And I'm excited about that. And wow, I almost feel like I should do it now. But I want to give you guys a crack at a PowerPoint. So the PowerPoint from Wednesday's sermon, which will be premiering together, will actually be up. So you'll have the PowerPoint and the sermon available to you. So welcome to Apologetics, some Bible teaching, and a sermon all rolled into one. Well, as I said, can be praying. I'm trying to get the dissertation done. I'm going to try to get a little bit into me, maybe coffee, and then maybe try to work a little on figuring out some citation problems. But it is so good to have everyone back. I was really close to Becky when I spoke. Becky, if I can put it together sometime, I'd love to visit you. We drove right by Valparaiso. It didn't work out. We were running pretty late. So thanks again, and I will see you Wednesday, which is really in about 2 days. And then I'm thinking through Thursday. And I'm actually back slated for apologetics class teaching. So now I have to kind of focus a little more on some young people who've joined my apologetics class. How do you reach young postmoderns? So I will be, and what are their concerns? Well, thanks again, and I would love that. Oh, well, um, I'm thinking of trying to tape that class. It's our Ambassadors Club class. I tried to tape it with my camera and do it live, and it didn't work. I wanted to Facebook or YouTube it live. I'm trying to see if I can do something like that. My camera keeps turning off. So if you guys have some great suggestions on how to keep your Android from turning off, um, but I can't do Facebook Live, but I may be able to, YouTube Live. But I'm thinking of Periscope. Oh, excellent. I would be excited to have you guys. Somebody's thinking of making out for Doctrine on the Block. That would be like awesome. I'd be really up for that. That would be cool. All right. Um, yeah, if you guys have any suggestions, I'm thinking about Periscope. I had Get Vocal and it's not working well for me. But if Periscope works live off high speed, I might be able to Periscope it and then put a link up and then even upload the Periscope. I think YouTube will allow that. And so there may be a way to do the classes. I do have to kind of get permission. I don't think the church is against it, but I used people in the class as guinea pigs in the sense of like testing out apologetics. So I may want to think through that. So Wednesday, if you got ideas about Periscope, is Periscope good? I'd be willing to take that. I've seen vocab use it. Well, I would love to stay in chat. It's 4:06 our time, so I'm going to see if I can get a little bit done. But I'm so excited to have you back, and I'm so excited to be back. And we will see what we can see. Um, and keep me in touch, get words out to others, and we will all collect together Wednesday night live at 7 p.m.